I want to talk about the animals, humans and plants adaptation in the deserts. So, this is a project on extinction and endangered species.
Here we have a project of the jungle for our gallery.
This is my project on Antarctica and Arctic. Today
I love you. You love me. Best friends like friends should be. With the grace in the love. I like nice and cool. I stand this way.
Today, we have the opportunity to celebrate our creativity and showcase our talents. Has your boat ended like a broke once in the middle of the sea?
Like I said, my boats, they don't have engine, so the whole sport of sailing is 0%.
पापा मुझे थोड़ा पैसे दो। क्यों बेटी? वो आपको जाने की जरूरत नहीं है। And I've seen two water bodies. Well, and is this small orange layer and this green layer is called the epidermis.
My name is Eva Martin and I'm the director of Alliance Française de Trivandrum. I've been in India since 2019. When I moved here, I moved with my 4 children, Lily, Nina, Ines and Kaito. So in grade 3 and my 3 daughters in KG2. When we reached here, they didn't speak a word of English actually. They were speaking only French, which is my mother tongue, and Japanese because we were living in Japan before. So I was a bit worried about this language problem, but we didn't have any issues. I mean, twins put all effort possible to make them succeed. We had some ESL lessons and all the support from the teachers. I mean, it's a great team. I really like all what they did for my kids, and now they are fluent in English. So for them and for me as a parent, it's a big success. My children are doing very well at Twins, and I'm very happy. For them, it's a wonderful journey to learn at Twins, and I'm sure they will acquire a lot of competencies and skills thanks to the school.
Hi, we are parents of Athav and Aina, and Athav is studying in KG2 and Aina is in KG1. Myself Rahul and okay. We are very impressed by seeing the gallery work today, wherein the kids are showcasing what they have learned in the last 5 months. I think it's very essential for the kids to showcase their work, because basically that makes them more interactive, and they can interact with the parents as well, and moreover we also get an idea what they've learned through this much years. And what I feel is this IB based learning, it's more of a research based, and it's an inquiry based, and we are able to see how they are incorporated over here, and we have seen the change in our kids in the last 5 months, wherein they are more competitive. They like to be in the school, and the way they are learning, it's entirely different. And I would say she will be the best person we get, because she is the one more spending time with her.
Actually, more of that studies, I think they are learning to be more compassionate and loving and caring. They are treating their friends, how they treat people. That all has varied, and I think that is what is more necessary. Growing as an individual, being more socially responsible, and basically grow up as a very good individual. And if that happens, everything will fall in place, I think. So this is a very good atmosphere for them to grow along with the school. It's really nice. We are very happy with the decision that we have put them in this school. Thank you.
And we really hope that this kind of learning was there in our school days.
Yes,
Because
really, we missed
and maybe that was one of the basic reason. We thought we make them to be part of the IB syllabus, because the other kind of syllabus, what I feel was more of a mug of learning, wherein it's not a practical based learning. It's more of you learn, you mug up, then you go for exam and you just publish a course. That's simple as that. But when you look at the overall, the practical based learning is wherein that will be in their mind for quite long, and that's going to help them in their career path as well. Thank you, Cochin International.
Yeah, basically they are learning how to learn. That is it, I think. How to understand. It's good.
And I want to talk about the animals, humans and plants adaptation in the deserts. So this is a project on extinction and endangered species.
Here we have a project of the jungle for our gallery.
This is my project on Antarctica and Arctic.
Today I love you, you love me. We are friends like friends should be. With the great universe. I like to eat ice cream. It's nice and good. Ice candy sweet. Today we have the opportunity to celebrate our creativity and showcase our talents.
Has your boat scented like broke ones in the middle of the sea?
Like I said, my boats, they don't have engine, so the whole sport of sailing is 0%.
Environment is crucial to the success of students. We are proud to present to you a learning environment where passion meets purpose, where theory meets practice, where imagination meets the real world. It is indeed a special day, a proud moment for all of us here as we start a wonderful journey, bringing to the people of Kochi a magnificent international school, Cochin International School. We are thankful to God Almighty for His blessing showered on us. Let us start this beautiful evening with a school prayer. Kindly rise for the prayer.
सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु सर्वे Shanti, Shanti.
Today, the very definition of learning as it existed earlier had undergone, and from books, today with the internet and smartphones, learning is a continuum where it happens all through life without any limitation of time, space, or location. Cochin is fully geared to help our children tap into the immense and unlimited potential of this new learning culture. All this has been possible only because of the vision of our founder and chairman of the Trins Group of Schools, Mr. George M. Thomas. A hearty welcome to all our special guests who have taken time out from their busy schedule to grace this momentous occasion with us. A big thank you to our parents who place their trust in us. I'm sure you have been eagerly waiting for this day when your children will move to this marvelous new campus. We want to thank each one of you present today for accepting our invitation and joining us on this momentous occasion. An architect turned educationist, a member of the ownership, management, and parent community, our dynamic executive director brings a design thinking approach and a keen eye for detail to her work. She never stops reaching the new bars of success for the schools in the Trins Group. I invite our Executive Director, Ms. Sapna George, to deliver the welcome address.
A very good evening to everyone present here. Today I'm honored to be here for what I can only call a milestone in my family's foray into education. I was in high school in Muscat when we had done this 20 years ago in Trivandrum. So I'm particularly excited to be a part of the founding team here in Cochin International School. Why will this day go down in history? The Trins mission of empowering a new generation of global leaders with a lifelong passion for learning and caring. This is a timeless responsibility of educators everywhere. Bringing a legacy of doing that for the last 20 years to the city of Cochin is definitely one for the history books. If we had to talk about the three pillars for this, it would be faculty, curriculum, and infrastructure. So today my welcome address isn't only about welcomes, but also to introduce to you Cochin International School in all its glory, the built and unbuilt environment, curricular and co-curricular infrastructure, and the executing and mentoring team. And also to take you back a few steps to the Trins history before envisioning our place in Cochin. A teaching and learning philosophy that puts students and their all-round development at its core, something that our founder chairman found to be missing in Kerala. But an international education framework like the Cambridge and IB provided this, and quite relevantly, when set within a local context. This understanding and vision is why Trivandrum International School was dreamed and eventually came to be in 2003. I warmly welcome the man with the unstinted vision, my father, Mr. George M. Thomas. With him, I also welcome his wife, my mother, Mrs. Mary George. To see that vision through to fruition and beyond, he found the most trusted advisor in our honorary director, who put together what Trivandrum didn't even know what it was ready for, with a leadership and faculty team that were handpicked to deliver this curriculum at par with global standards. To this day, he remains our advisor and my mentor. I welcome founder CEO of Technopark, Mr. G. Vijayaraghavan, to this function. I'm happy we have a trainer, educationist, entrepreneur in her own right to speak at our inauguration to create a nation of entrepreneurs and change makers. I warmly welcome of Chemanu Training Academy and President of TAI Kerala, Ms. Anisha Cherian. The person at the helm of this team, establishing the best standards and practices that were to stand the test of time and place, was our founder principal of Trivandrum International School and current principal and group director of academics. I welcome Mr. Richard Hillebrand to today's inauguration. We've always wanted our children to be front and center of all that we do at school. So it seemed fitting to invite lawyer and TRINS alumni, Mr. Gokul Thambi, to speak of his journey, his TRINS alumni podcast, TRINS Talks, and what we believe to be his embodiment of our mission. Welcome, Gokul. The leadership team of the group have our consultant to go to for all things to do with positioning, organization, goal setting, and strategy. He is the founder of Crossword Bookstores and trustee of NGOs Pratham Books and Sneha. Welcome, Mr. R. Sriram. Our principal turned advisor to the management for both academic and non-academic here. I warmly welcome Ms. Molly Cyril. Before this school became what we see it is today, we had parents trust our promise and hand over their children to us this past year with nothing but hope and belief in our legacy. With gratitude, I welcome the parents of the students of Cochin International School. I have heard some of your testimonials after the gallery walk, appreciating how much more compassionate or social your child has become, how confident when presenting their learning, how happy they're at school, and how you wished you studied this way. Thank you for graciously validating our efforts. I also welcome the parents of the charter school who are here today to support us. We also have the prospective, the curious. I welcome all parents alike to today's function. We have with us national award winners, organization leaders, members from Thai Kerala, Roundtable, WEN, Young Indians, TRINS alumni, and so many accomplished people here whom I personally respect, making for a most august gathering here this evening. It means a lot to us that you have taken the time out of your busy schedules to be here with us today at our inauguration. Welcome. The TRINS group management is solely Mr. George's family with a zero debt, not-for-profit structure. We also always talk about our teams as the TRINS family, the charter family, and now the Cochin's family. We might never go the corporate route because this is what we know best. The growth and sense of belonging that comes from authentic and meaningful collaboration and relationships might be our biggest strength. We have with us our own families today. I warmly welcome my husband Joel, sister Sarah, brother-in-law Vikram, uncles, aunts, nieces, cousins, family members, and dear affirming friends who are each a source of incredible moral support. It is what roots us. Welcome. There are so many people who got us up to this point, from our architects, contractors, and other agencies who helped with communications and services. And specifically to get us to today's event, there are a host of members from our team here who I can't thank enough for working all hours of the past weeks over and above their own regular work. I welcome the leadership team, our analytical and forward-thinking principal, Mr. Carol Toth, our passionate and ever-inspiring IB educator, Group PYP head, Mr. Sanjay Prabhakaran, who is probably backstage. Our MCs, the meticulous and perseverant PYP coordinator, Ms. Remy Rajan, who is not new to the TRINS group, and the effective team player, both within and outside the school, our EY coordinator, Ms. Girija Nair, and all the vibrant teachers of Cochin International School. I welcome the strong pillars of this group. Source of boundless energy and creativity, Group Advancement Head, Mr. Koshi Thomas. I don't know where he is. There. The loyal and diligent to detail, Group Finance Head, Mr. Srikumar B. And proactive and meticulous Group Admin Head, Mr. Deepu B., who is also Program Director at our Asian School of Business. There they are. Oh, I found you. I welcome the dynamic team at the charter school that drew us to this project in the first place, Ms. Priya Pramod, Principal, Ms. Samira Bashir, Vice Principal, and all the teachers. I welcome our teachers and staff of Trivandrum International School. We have grown together, and it means a lot that you traveled from Trivandrum to join us here today. I welcome our rock-solid and most resourceful team of administrative staff holding this show together and the staff who support them. The energy and sense of ownership I drew from each of you has been priceless. All members of the public who are with us today, thank you so much for coming. The support we've received so far from the community has been heartwarming, and it's a great start to our reception at Cochin, which we are counting on going forward as well. I'd like to present to you our new campus, which is what we're all here to inaugurate today. You will go on the tour later, so I'm just presenting some images right now, which might help place you better. Right now, we are in the dining hall that can seat about 350 students between this floor and that. Above this is a multi-purpose hall for about 800 people plus a stage. The wooden flooring is chosen in order to be able to play indoor sports like basketball and badminton. And when you go on top, there's a really good view that you get up there. Please don't miss that. The basement has a 350-seat performance hall, which is stepped down and acoustically treated with a stage specifically for performances. Then we have the swimming pools, which includes a 25-meter 6-lane pool replete with a viewing gallery, changing rooms, and a tensile cooling roof. The sports grounds cater to football, athletics, basketball, and tennis. These are the facilities that are nearing completion and will be ready to use this June as we commence the new academic year. You'll get a sense of the scale of these spaces when our team takes you on the tour. The landscaping is designed to house only local plants that can grow naturally than having to be manicured. The relationship between the built and unbuilt is something that we hold very dear to us and is important to a conducive learning environment, and this is evident in all our campuses within the group, from the TRINS Early Learning Centers to the Asian School of Business. As you walk down the covered walkway, or what we call the spine, you'll see the space where the upcoming block for visual and performing arts, makerspace, and indoor sports will be. Behind this will be the 125-bed hostel. Further down will be the senior school blocks. What you will see here today are the completely furnished and ready-to-use spaces, which are the primary years block. These spaces are large with high ceilings. With only 20 or so students in a class, we have a large area available per child. These spaces are mostly divided into zones, so students can be grouped based on activity or learning style. Large corridors and foyers double up as assembly areas, outdoor reading, and student lounges. You'll also see the ICT and art room for the primary years, as well as our rooms for students with special education needs. The early years area, and probably my personal favorite, again, has age-appropriate, purpose-specific school furniture with plenty of display spaces that are also noise absorbers. Also, the classrooms are Apple-enabled with smart TVs. And after the tour, you will end up at the admin block where refreshments will be served. All of this will be air-conditioned and sits within a 12.5-acre campus. The volumes of spaces we have right now can be likened to some of the nation's best institutions. You'll see that we have left no stone unturned in our quest to provide our children, from the youngest to the oldest, with the absolute best. In my note to the press yesterday, I had said that we provide a balance of academic rigor, commitment to social service, and exposure to a varied range of extracurricular and outbound activities in a well-equipped campus under the care of qualified and consistently trained teachers. You'll hear from Sanjay later about how student-centric, skill-focused, and project-based the IB curriculum is, and from Gokul later about how far this approach has taken our alumni. When exposing our children to as much as we do and giving them the kind of individual attention that we do, they end up finding their interests, their goals, themselves. So success for one student could look very different from another student's. Their parameters vary and their passion areas are diverse. As long as their value system is strong, our TRINS alumni, entrepreneurs, astrophysicists, fashion designers, and lawyers are all celebrated alike. We want that diversity, that inclusivity. We want the problem solvers and the game changers. That is what our 20th year logo celebrates, creating change makers. All of this intent, experience, and resource is what we hope to bring to Cochin. Now to do what we have done best for the last 20 years, to disrupt, innovate, and set ourselves new heights to scale. With your support and best wishes. Thank you all again for gracing this momentous occasion with your presence. I wish you all a pleasant evening. Thank you.
From the smallest blade of grass to the tallest trees, from one person to another person, from one place to another place. As we embark on this exciting new journey of learning, let us first light the lamp in our traditional way, symbolizing the lighting of the lamp of learning. May I request Mr. George Thomas, Mrs. Sapnu George, Mr. Vijay Raghavan, Mr. Richard Hillebrand, Mr. Carol Thorpe, Ms. Anisha Cherian, and Mr. Gokul Tambi to come on stage to light the lamp to mark the beginning of our amazing new journey. but for the pure joy of creating something and sharing it. The Trivandrum International School, envisioned and brought to glorious reality by its founder, Mr. George M. Thomas, definitely did not create it for fame nor for recognition, but for the pure joy of creating a unique institution for the youth of today, which he has now shared twice over with Cochins. Put your hands together for the founder and chairman of TRINS, Mr. George M. Thomas, requesting sir to share his thoughts with us.
evening, everyone. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to the inauguration of our new school, Cochin International School. As a businessman based in Oman, I realized many years back that there was no international school in the whole of Kerala, a truly international school that offered an international curriculum and accreditation with suitably trained faculty. Also, many foreign investors with plans to invest in Kerala, especially at Technopark, were reluctant to do so due to the absence of international education for their children. I analyzed this topic, consulted with many friends and associates before I decided to address this gap. I was clear from the very beginning that if we were to build such a school, it had to be the best in the region. That is how Trivandrum International School, or TRINS, was founded in 2003, the first and only Cambridge International School and IB World School in Kerala. In 2020, I was approached with a proposal to take over an ongoing CBSE school in Kochi. That is how we met Principal Mrs. Molly Cyril, who gave us the confidence to go ahead with the takeover of charter school. Bringing our experience in running an international school to the city of Kochi seemed the obvious next step, and we managed to acquire additional land for the purpose. We decided to construct an entirely new purpose-built campus for commencing Cambridge and IB education. Although the construction got delayed due to the pandemic, I am very happy that we are able to inaugurate the first phase of the school today. There are still some finishing works pending in some of the buildings, which we hope will be completed in all respect in the next 2 months. After seeing our TRINS alumni and their success stories, we decided to continue the same education plan for our new school at Kochi. We also decided to keep the charter school as a standalone CBSE school. We have already done substantial upgradation to the existing facilities, and new additional facilities are nearing completion. We are sure charter school will soon be among the best CBSE school in this region in all respects. We will continue with the same strategy as in TRINS, that is centered on the learners, supported by highly capable and committed faculty, low teacher-student ratio that enables individualized learning and unparalleled academics. The world-class infrastructure provides holistic development of the children in international framework within the local context. At the core of all that we do are our dynamic and committed faculty led by our principal, Mr. Carol, who has rich experience with international school education. Our TRINS team, led by Executive Director Sapnu George, Director of Academics, Mr. Richard Hilbren, Group PYP Head Sanjay, and other professionals have been closely involved from the beginning stage and still continue to guide, mentor, and support Cochin's every step of the way. Our focus is centered on the development of our students, development of student care, and attention on every aspect of their lives that makes them through unique path of success. Our mission is learning for life, to empower young learners to become leaders with a lifelong passion for learning and caring. We envision our students as open-minded, lifelong learners who strive to make their world better. We envision our teachers as catalysts of student success as well as their own. We envision our school as dynamic and inspirational environments in which to learn, teach, and grow. We envision our schools making a positive and sustainable impact on the communities. I thank everyone who have been a part of getting this school to the inauguration today. I am excited for what lies ahead for our students and for us. I thank all the dignitaries, family, friends, staff, and special guests gathered here to be with us on this special day. I am deeply grateful to the parents who believed in the Twins' legacy and admitted their children even before we could complete the school infrastructure. I would specifically like to acknowledge the support and oversight that my son-in-law, architect Vikram Matthew Nainan, provided for this project. My sincere appreciation to our project architects, KSM Architecture, specialist in international school design from Chennai, main contractor, Messrs. PMK Developers and Contractors from Calicut, all other contractors, subcontractors, and vendors. Ladies, gentlemen, and students, with the commitment that I will leave no stone unturned to make our school the best in the region, I proudly present to you the Cochin International School.
Thank you, sir, and we are truly proud to be part of this wonderful institution. He is a master conductor of an orchestra, guiding the team at Twins to even higher levels of perfection. He is the personification of what is called the orchestral leader, among the leadership approaches described for principals. The founding principal of Twins, Mr. Richard Hillebrand, is skilled in helping large teams produce a coherent sound while encouraging soloists to shine. We request Mr. Hillebrand to address the gathering.
Great to be up in front of everybody. I think the most important point to make is that every school is different. Every school is unique. And Cochin International School is already its own institution. It will, under the leadership of Mr. Karototh and the wonderful team that are already assembled here, blaze its own trail. The excitement today is being in this building, being on this campus, seeing the realization of that vision. In passing, we must give our gratitude to Ms. Priya and the Charter School for being such wonderful hosts for Cochin International School as it had got to its feet. And we look forward to that neighbouring continuing. And thank you to Ms. Molly Cyril for making that possible. So when we think about schools, what is it that the relationship with Trivandrum International School brings with it? I think, first of all, it's about values. We have a values-infused education. I think you've seen it already this evening in both what Ms. Sapnu George and Mr. George M. Thomas have had to say about their vision, their commitment. So that sense of a values-based education infuses Trivandrum International School and the whole group of institutions. And those values are the celebration of a strong academic program. We recognize that for our young learners to move forward in life, they need to have academic qualifications that stand them in good stead both in India and internationally should they choose to follow paths that take them outside of India for part of their lives. And so the international curriculum, the Cambridge and the IB, PYP, and then later the diploma program are all part of that. So a strong academic base is important. but also a sense of community, that school is a place of security in which you learn to progress, that mistakes can be made and lessons can be learnt, that you are in the company of friends and colleagues, both your peers and also your teachers as well. So a sense of community is really important, and that is encouraged by a strong co-curricular program: sport, music, drama, and Thai would be a good example. I'm delighted that Ms. Anisha is here this evening, because I think Thai very much complements what Trivandrum International School has been about. It's about, when we think about Thai, it's about vision, entrepreneurship, but also inclusivity, making sure that opportunities are not only available to a few, but are spread broadly. And that links to service. So another value that runs through what Trivandrum International School has done, continues to do, and what will be, I'm sure, a hallmark of Cochin International School, is service, a responsibility to others. Being a student at one of the Trin schools is a privilege, and with privilege comes responsibility. And we hope our students wear that responsibility lightly, but they take it seriously, serving others within the school and beyond the school community as well. And finally, all those things combined, I think, to bring a sense of belonging. I'm delighted that Gopal will be talking this afternoon about the alumni. One of the great rewards of being the founder principal of Trivandrum International School and have coming back to Kerala is meeting with young people who were students at the school, have gone through university and have started their careers. And when they come back, and they come back often, it is because they feel a sense not of so much gratitude, but a sense of belonging. And I think if Cochin International School is true to what Trin's group wants to do, it is by having those strong values that their students, as they pass through the school, because school is but a step towards other things, that they will always have that sense of being part of something important, part of something valuable, part of something that has positive repercussions. And so I'm delighted, as well as excited, to be here this afternoon to see the next stage in that great forward path that Cochin International School is taking at the moment. So thank you very much.
International mindedness is an essential component of the primary years program of the International Baccalaureate curriculum. It refers to a way of thinking and being that encourages individuals to explore and appreciate different cultures, perspectives, and ways of life. The PYP aims to foster international mindedness in its students through inquiry-based learning, exploration of global issues, and the promotion of intercultural understanding and respect. Language learning is also a crucial aspect of the PYP. Through the study of different languages, our students broaden their perspectives, increase their understanding of different cultures, and develop empathy and respect for others. Next up, we have our PYP students present before you, a skit that gives you a glimpse of the different languages they explore at Cochin's.
News Channel. ABC News Channel is the first in the city to inform you about the launch of Cochin International School. The news of this launch has been broadcasted not just in Kerala but in Delhi as well as in France. Now let's hear what people have to say about this school. Over to you, Rigwid.
കേരള മണ്ണിൽ അറബിക്കടലിന്റെ റാണി എന്നറിയപ്പെടുന്ന കൊച്ചിയിൽ പൂക്കാട്ടുവാടിക്കടുത്ത് സ്ഥിതി ചെയ്യുന്ന കൊച്ചിൻ ഇന്റർനാഷണൽ സ്കൂളിന്റെ മുന്നിലാണ് ഞാൻ നിൽക്കുന്നത്. അറിവ് തേടി വരുന്ന കൊച്ചു കുരുന്നുകൾക്ക് പഠനത്തിന്റെ വിസ്മയ ലോകം കാഴ്ചവെച്ചുകൊണ്ട് മുന്നേറുന്ന ഈ വിദ്യാലയത്തെ കൂടുതൽ അറിയുന്നതായി നമുക്ക് പാരന്റ്സിനോട് ചോദിക്കാം. എന്തുകൊണ്ടാണ് താങ്കൾ ഈ സ്കൂൾ തിരഞ്ഞെടുക്കാൻ കാരണം?
മറ്റ് സ്കൂളിൽ നിന്ന് വ്യത്യസ്തമായി എൻ്റെ കുട്ടി വളരെ അധികം ആസ്വദിച്ചാണ് ഓരോ കാര്യം പഠിക്കുന്നത്. കൂടാതെ വ്യത്യസ്ത ഭാഷകൾ പഠിക്കാനുള്ള അവസരവും IB നൽകുന്നുണ്ട്. ഇതെല്ലാം കൊണ്ട് തന്നെ സാമൂഹികപരമായും സാംസ്കാരികപരമായും ഉള്ള ഒരു ഉയർച്ച എൻ്റെ കുട്ടികളിൽ കാണാൻ സാധിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്.
നന്ദി.
Thank you, Rigwid and Aimi. We have a correspondent from Delhi. Over to you, Ayan.
धन्यवाद ऋतिक. मैं आयान, दिल्ली संवाददाता. नया स्कूल कोचिन के सभी भारवाहियों और उनसे जुड़े सभी व्यक्तियों को शुभकामनाएं. आज हमारे साथ कोचिन स्कूल की एक अभिभाविका है. चलो उनसे जाने की उन्होंने कोचिन स्कूल ही क्यों चुना. नमस्ते ईशानवी जी, न्यूज़ चैनल में आपका स्वागत है. तो बताएं अपने कोचिन स्कूल ही क्यों चुना.
नमस्कार. बहुत परखने के बाद हमने कोचिन चुना क्योंकि यहाँ हर विषय बड़ी रोचकता से पढ़ाई जाती है. यहाँ अन्य विद्यालयों की तरह अंग्रेजी ही नहीं, मातृभाषा, राजभाषा और अन्य भाषाओं को भी महत्व दिया जाता है. यहाँ अंतर्राष्ट्रीय दिवस, भाषा दिवस, विश्व खाद्य दिवस आदि सब मनाए जाते हैं. यहाँ मेरा बेटा हर राज्यों के संस्कार, वेशभूषा, खाद्य आदि के बारे में जानेगा और उनका आदर करना सीखेगा. ये मुझे बहुत भाया. यहाँ 4 भाषाएं नहीं, हमने प्यार की भाषा देखी.
धन्यवाद जी. आज के माता पिता केवल शिक्षा पर ही नहीं, अपने बच्चों के पूर्ण विकास की रुचि रखते हैं. कोचिन इंटरनेशनल स्कूल इसका उत्तम उदाहरण है. मैं आयान, कैमरामैन सिड के साथ न्यूज़ चैनल से.
Thank you, Ayan and Ishanvi. We have a correspondent from Paris. Over to you, Pradnya.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Bonjour.
Merci de nous rejoindre sur notre chaîne.
Avec plaisir.
Vous êtes indien?
Oui, nous sommes indiens et nous travaillons à Paris depuis 5 ans.
Mais nous resterons en Inde la semaine prochaine.
Dites-nous quelle école vous voulez choisir en Kerala pour votre enfant.
Depuis votre enfant a étudié dans une école internationale ici à Paris et il parle bien français. Nous souhaitons qu'il continue d'étudier dans le même système d'éducation.
Donc nous voulons préférer Cochin International School à Kochi pour votre enfant. C'est la meilleure dans la ville pour la langue française et avec son programme IB.
Les enfants n'apprennent que les différentes langues internationales mais aussi à propos les cultures et le peuple dans ces pays différents.
C'est bien, merci pour votre temps. Enchanté, au revoir.
Je vous en prie, enchanté, au revoir.
Enchanté, au revoir.
Thank you, Prania, Swetana, and Niharika. Learners at Cochin learn how to learn. They have the choice, voice, and ownership in learning. But the learning is not only simplified by the Ivy qualified teachers, but also well supported from the school management. Thank you. This is Ritvik signing off from ABC News Channel.
We have a self-composed poem recited by Arya Kiran, student of grade 4, as she shares her experience of being part of Cochin International School. Arya?
Hello everyone, my name is Arya and today I'm going to be reciting a poem that I wrote myself. School. When I started school, I never would have guessed how fun school could possibly be. I walked into my class and I could see the liveliest classroom there could ever be. Then I realized no matter what happened, be it good or bad, that this classroom would never be sad. Now I have new friends who I play with till the end of the day. We learn new things every single day. There's always fun and so much to say. I am so happy school is there every day. I love my school and I love my friends. And it's not the end, but just the year end, dear friends.
Thank you, Arya. Passion can be a little hard to define, and any of us can recognize it once we see it. Whether in ourselves or others around us, it's a feeling that gives you endless energy and enthusiasm when it comes to an activity of interest. I invite the TRINS PYP coordinator, Mr. Sanjay Prabhakaran, for whom Cochin has been his passion project for the past 2 years. His endless energy and enthusiasm are what inspires and motivates Team Cochins. He will now take us briefly through the IB pedagogy.
Check. Thank you so much, Ms. Giraja. Honestly, I was thinking, what should I say? Because the children speak a lot. The children display a lot. They understand a lot. And I'm here to talk about the pedagogy that allows children to be themselves. The primary year program, a quick statistics about the program. Goku? Yeah. So, in India, we are around 126 schools, authorized PYP. MYP is just 52 and DP is 154. The CP, the curriculum program, is nascent. It was just 2 in the country. We offer the primary year program, the middle year program, the diploma, and the career-based program. That's what the IB offers to the children. How do we do? What do we do? The entire year is wound under 6 transdisciplinary themes. These themes are nothing but an awareness of the world around them. Something about transportation, something about bugs, something about pollution, something about their body system. Everything that children see, feel, touch, and do in an everyday life is embedded in these transdisciplinary theme. When I use the word transdisciplinary, I mean it's just not the homeroom teacher, Mr. Sanjay or Ms. Remy responsible. Mr. Jay, Ms. Aarti, Ms. Lakshmi, everyone is involved in educating or making the children understand a concept. So a child going to the PE ground learns science, goes to the music ground, understands science. There's language that is developed in the art room. So everyone's holistically helping the child develop in the way they develop best. We do this a lot in our classroom because we understand that play is the most important thing children should do, and through that we learn a lot. The kindergarten is full of play. We transform the classes into their playground. Concepts like transport that you see, they take ownership of their learning and they build their own rules, because children, while we say that they are very young, they are observant. They bring a lot to the table. They observe and they make all the rules and the specific things about the transportation. That's play for us. Experiential learning. Now, I'm sure everyone over here must have driven a bicycle or changed a car tire puncture. Now, these experiences stay with us for long. And PYP believes in giving these experiences to the children, with which they will imbibe, they will understand the why and how of education. Through this, what do we do? Through these experiences. Now, these are all very modern terminologies that you and I use in our corporate life, in our workplace. But IB understands that along with knowledge, these skills are critical. While the child plays, collaborates, makes these models, they develop all these skills which are very, very relevant. Because the last 2 years has taught us things can change fast. And the only thing that will help the children to stand tall are these skills. So from kindergarten, children are exposed to these skills. These skills are developed on a daily basis. What is the outcome of this? So when a child completes an IB program from the kindergarten to 12, they become internationally minded. When I say internationally minded, they are caring, they are open-minded, they're inquirers, they're communicators, values that are very important in today's world, along with knowledge. They learn to value, they learn to celebrate everything that they have, their diversity, their uniqueness. Everything is part of their learning process. And this holistic child becomes an internationally minded student. There's a new terminology that has come by, and I'm sure you would have heard it. It's agentic learning. Now, agentic learning is an environment where students are given the choice, voice, and ownership, where they choose. We facilitators allow them to take charge of their learning. They have a choice. They choose to make the transport the road they want. They have a voice. They express the reasons why they chose what they did, and they take ownership of making it through research, through thinking, and through collaboration. So an environment where the children have that voice, they are not following instructions, but they are allowed to think, to create, to be themselves and express freely. This is something that I have gone through, I was asked to climb a tree when I was a swimmer. Every child is unique, and the IB understands that. Every child deserves to learn in the way they are best in. And IB is I particularly am very proud of the differentiation that we allow the children. We plan every day, keeping the learning style of the children. So this differentiation of designing a lesson, going for a field trip, allowing the children to write assessments in different styles is catering to the learning styles of the child. Now, everyone will not be asked to do the same task. The point is, if you understand the knowledge, you understand the concept, there are many ways of expressing it, and that's celebrated in PYP. Many occasions, many celebrations. This was one of the very interesting, the football event that was celebrated at Cochin, where opportunities, these are experiences that children take back. And when Arya talks about the school, her friends, memories, these are the opportunities that the PYP program gives a child. A happy class, their class, which leads to happy children and a lot of creativity. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. 20 years of experience as an entrepreneur, building a successful training and international recruiting company, Miss Anisha Cherian's intrinsic motivation and drive to accomplish extraordinary things and her entrepreneurial mindset makes her a motivator par excellence. She strongly believes in education that fosters entrepreneurship and is the president of TIE Kerala, a global community of entrepreneurs. She is also the co-founder of the NGO Raising Our Voice Foundation. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Miss Anisha Cherian.
Good evening to you all. First, let me congratulate the Trins management team, Mr. George and Mrs. Sapnu, on the inauguration of the Cochin International School. I am fully aware of how passionate Mr. George is about inculcating entrepreneurship education into the school system. And this is the topic which Sapnu asked me to talk about. What I did was I just decided to go a little deep and understand the IB curriculum. And what impacted me about this IB curriculum was, they teach, the curriculum fosters critical thinking skills. That is the ability for children to take data from different sources, analyze it, and come out with logical decision making, problem solving skills, research and inquiry-based learning and communication. It encourages discussion on global issues, encourages diverse perspectives, and encourages children to be independent. And I believe it is a holistic curriculum with all-round development. And what I also noticed was it aligns fully with entrepreneurship education. It is my sincere belief that all children should be taught entrepreneurship, especially in today's changing, dynamic world. Now let's understand who is an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur is a problem solver who identifies a problem, identifies a solution through a product or service, and then creates a sustainable venture. So let us understand what is an entrepreneurial mindset. An entrepreneurial mindset is a resilient problem-solving mindset which is tuned into opportunities. So it is not about teaching children entrepreneurship so that tomorrow they will become entrepreneurs. The focus is on inculcating entrepreneurial skill sets. So what are we talking about here? So one is self-confidence, which you need for anything and everything. You need a resilient mindset to face challenges. You need to teach individual and team productivity skills. You also need to teach team dynamics, how to work within a team and how to have leadership skills so that you can direct a team towards a single objective. Learning curiosity, that ability to trigger learning curiosity where there is continuous learning. Relationship skills, which is a foundation of everything, professional or business. Selling skills, to create value. Innovation culture, that is to come up with a new method or process every single time so that you become better. So we are talking about this kind of entrepreneurial mindset where you need these skills whether you're going into a profession or you're becoming an entrepreneur. And all of this is aligned to a deeper purpose where children, they should be taught to ask, what is the real purpose of what, or why are they doing what they're doing? Also, a few points about, as parents, how do we inculcate entrepreneurial mindset to children? This is, I had made a video some years back, and, I sent out this video about how parents can inculcate an entrepreneurial mindset. So it starts with first, how you talk to your child. Don't ask your child, what is the problem that you want to solve? If you ask the right question, you'll be able to direct the thought process in the right manner. As parents, we need to teach about money. It's always good to start, when children are small. When you give pocket money, you ask them to, create 2 bank accounts. One bank account is a toy bank account, another bank account is a savings bank account. So you can teach investments and about money. You can, when you take your child to a restaurant, you can talk about good customer service, bad customer service. A grumpy employee, a grumpy waiter is bad customer service. You can talk about good customer service. You can talk about the bill. You can talk about how did the burger reach this table, that entire process on how the hamburger reached the table. So these are the kind of skill sets as parents we can put across to our kids to create an entrepreneurial mindset. You can even pick up old things in the home and you can give it to a child and ask your child to sell it online. So they understand demand and supply, they understand, pricing, they understand cost and revenue. And last of all, success is not about, making money and putting it in a bank account. Children should be taught that success is about impacting the lives of people around you. And lastly, I would like to tell you the focus should be on instilling self-confidence in our children so that our children can survive and thrive in an uncertain environment. So thank you and God bless you all.
Thank you, Ms. Anisha. Wherever you go and whatever ends you pursue, you must always fulfill the trust reposed in you, especially by your parents and your alma mater. And this is exactly what our next guest speaker, Mr. Gokul Thampi, did. He made his alma mater Trins truly proud. After graduating from Trins as a district topper, he pursued law and has worked as a corporate lawyer in many established firms. He is also the host of Trins Talks, a podcast with Trins alumni, a living example of the mission of Trins. Joining us here from Mumbai, I request Mr. Gokul to share his thoughts through and after Trins.
Good evening, everyone. I am mindful of the fact that I stand in the way of your snacks and school tour, so I shall not take a lot of time. Good evening to everyone present here. It's my privilege and pleasure to speak about my experience at Trins, a place that has not only given me fond memories and friendship, but also several opportunities that has helped me shape to become the person I am today. I'm grateful to my parents who have ensured that I received the best education, particularly my mother who's sitting here with us. Winston Churchill famously said, if I have to speak for a day, I need no preparation. If I have to speak for a few hours, I need some preparation. But if I have to speak for 5 minutes, I need a day's preparation. That is exactly the situation I'm confronted here with today, because that is how much I can go on talking about Trins. So I'll summarize briefly. 3 things, right? 3 pillars is the touchstone of a school's success: academics, co-curriculars, extracurriculars. And it's safe to say that Trins has excelled in these 3 departments. Let's start with academics first. I was fortunate to have been taught by high quality and prepared teachers with optimal student to teacher ratio. classes were replete with discussions, debates, and activities, fun activities. I fondly recall our study tours to companies based in Technopark, etc., which helped us get a peek into the real life workings of whatever it is that we were learning. We're a school with toppers in A levels, IGCSE, IB, ICSE, and ISC. So that's saying a lot. Moving on to co-curriculars and extracurriculars, I took part in the sheer range of activities that TRINS offered us, whether it's debates, personality contests, quiz contests, cricket matches, dance competition, fests, sports such as football, basketball, swimming, track, shot put, etc. There were also many intra-school competitions such as Science and Literary Fest, Talents Day, Spectra, etc. The short point I'm trying to make is that there was no dearth of opportunities for anyone who wants to participate in any event to express themselves differently. There was always something in the horizon. The number of student exchange programs that we have had, whether as guests or hosts, helped us be culturally aware and sensitive to various sensibilities. It helped us be open-minded and inclusive individuals. We had many excursions and external guest speakers which were inspiring. I'm also extremely privileged to teach English and basic math to 5th grade students at a government school and also seeking to raise funds for donation for various causes. The mission of our school has been to empower students become global leaders with a lifelong passion for learning and caring. A quick look at my fellow alumni students will inform you that this statement rings true for all of us. Our alumni is present all across the world, making impact locally, regionally, nationally, and internationally. We have successful businesses here in Kochi, Trivandrum, run by our alumni, startups in Bangalore, Hyderabad. We have doctors serving in Kerala, other parts of India, a huge chunk of doctors serving the NHS, practicing in America, both Canada and USA, as well as in Australia. We have, like I said, startup founders, public policy professionals, some of us who've gone out there and won scholarships, full paid to study in Europe. We have those working in social impact sectors and non-profits, engineers here as well in America, lawyers, banking professionals, actors. We have actors in the film industry and other doing some sort of filmmaking. We have PhD holders, some of us have doctorates, yes. Digital marketing professionals, we're represented in fashion, music, and psychologists, and in the hospitality industry. The list, as you can see, just goes on and on and on. Here's where I'm going to do a small sales pitch. I would encourage the audience to listen to TRINS talk so that we can do a deep dive to the alumni experience that we have. TRINS has instilled in us the confidence to engage with the world, do well out there, but also be good human beings, which is important. Many of my school friends are still friends, which just goes on to say the kind of relationship that we fostered at TRINS. And this was 11 years back. I graduated 11 years back. It also helps that our batch strength is not an obnoxious number. On a lighter note, all of us, seniors, juniors, my batchmates, unequivocally agree that we miss the food at TRINS, and we realized that only after we graduated that this was which is quite the rage these days. What does it mean to be an international school? What is the definition? As you probably are aware, this is a term used quite loosely. It's an unregulated definition. Without bogging you all down with the details, an international school is a school which has diversity of students and teachers and provides an internationally accepted curriculum and exposure. TRINS excels in all these requirements, and I'm confident that Cochin International School will not only fulfill these criteria, but also be leaders in this space. I take this opportunity on behalf of all TRINS alumni to wish our sister concern, Cochin International School the very best of luck for its endeavors. We're all rooting for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Nakul. Visual and performing arts is an important subject in the IB program. In Cochin's, children have the opportunity to celebrate the richness and depth of human expression in all of its forms, be it dance, drama, art, or music. Under the tutelage of renowned vocal trainer Mr. Jeev Matthew, in collaboration with Crossroads School of Music, founded by acclaimed and brilliant music director Mr. Alphonse Joseph, we present to you a song by the students of Cochin International School of grades 1 to 5.
A great leader's courage to fulfill his vision comes from passion, not position. Brimming with ideas for the school, our principal foresees for Cochin a great future in providing quality education to the denizens of Kochi. I invite our charismatic principal, Mr. Carol Toth, to deliver the closing remarks and the vote of thanks.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, thank you for being here. I think no one really wants to listen to me after the children have been on stage, but I'll do my best. I have been asked to say a few fitting words before the formal vote of thanks. I find that the preceding speakers have quite eloquently described the development of Cochin International School and the management's vision for our school, for the future of the school. The management has given the school this wonderful campus and these excellent facilities. Thousands of details had to be worked out and difficulties overcome for all this to happen. It is now up to us, the teaching community, and the support staff of the school to turn that vision into reality. One of the challenges of international education is fostering in students a mindset which incorporates global perspectives and global outlook without losing the focus on the local. Awareness and respect for the place where we are and its character must go hand in hand with the knowledge of opportunities that exist in the wider world. Cochin International School will strive to help our students become confident and responsible individuals, self-assured and knowledgeable, of course, but also curious and questioning and brave to deal with everything that life throws at us as we go along. I think in this way, the school will be the first and very important step on this journey. Previously, when this still was very much a construction site, I would come here and imagine the students and teachers walking along these corridors or busy in the classrooms, teaching and learning and building a healthy and happy community. I think we are now very much turning into those visions into reality, very much on the way. This school's journey is just beginning and will continue for generations, long after evening has been relegated to a distant memory. I'm very happy to be here at the beginning of this journey and to share this work with my colleagues. I want to thank Mr. George Thomas, our chairman. I want to thank Mrs. Sapnu George for her constant support. I want to thank the whole Trivandrum International team for their support and for their help. I want to thank the charter school community for the support they give us every day. I want to thank all the teachers of Cochin International School, as well as the parents for their support and understanding during the preceding months and years. I want to thank the curriculum leaders, the administrative staff, and the marketing team for putting everything together. I also want to thank our support staff and everyone associated with this event. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Today has been a memorable and special day for all of us. A big step towards achieving another milestone that we will cherish and remember for years to come. Once again, a big thank you to each and every one who has come here to make this day so very special to us. I'm sure you must be waiting to see this magnificent new campus. You will be guided around the campus by our staff. Please do join us for refreshments at the reception after the tour. Have a great
ഇത് മൾട്ടിപർപ്പസ് ഹാളിൻ്റെ സ്ഥലത്ത് നിന്നുള്ളൊരു വ്യൂ ആണ്. ദിസ് ദ വ്യൂ ഫ്രം മൾട്ടിപർപ്പസ് ഹാൾ. ഇഫ് യു റിയലി സീ ഔട്ട്സൈഡ് you can see the academic wings, you can see the swimming pool, you can see charter school from here, and this is our multi-purpose sports facility. This can accommodate 800 people at a time, and this is also going to be the largest place of indoor sports area. We will be having indoor basketball, we will have badminton, we will have the flooring will be done by teak wood. This entire structure you see, it is going to be a magnanimous structure. So it can accommodate any given point of time 800 people. So this is almost completed. By June, I am sure we will be completing and we will be ready to functional from this particular place. Building our staff, that is our building which is staff quarters where our kitchen staff will be staying. And this is our charter school, and you can also see the swimming pool over there. You can see a basketball court over there. Next to basketball court, there is a 7th football ground will be opened. Actually, we will be having 2 football ground, one large football ground and a 7th football ground for both the facilities. This is our football ground. This football ground is scientifically made, and if you really see that construction area which is happening, that is our basketball court and tennis court. This is an outdoor tennis court over here. The area what we are walking, this is our spine. Spine is both the side will be lot of landscaping, everything will be taken care, and our kids will collaborate. They will talk to each other. If their friendship time can be spent over irrespective of rain or sun, they will able to really enjoy this walk, and they can. This is the place which people will be walking from one facility to the other facility, and this is the walkway around the school, and we name it as called the spine of the organization is this. This is our swimming pool complex where we have 3 swimming pools. We have a large swimming pool and we have 2 kids pool. This kids pool is for the kids over here from kindergarten onwards, and the large swimming pool is half Olympic size. And if you really see the upper part of this thing, it has been covered with stencils, so it gives a very comfortable time for the people who are really swimming. They will not be, they are not exposed to sun. And this is the gallery area where the children will sit and watch any competition of swimming happens here. It's a fully equipped swimming pool complex. We have rooms over there. The changing rooms are inside this building, and it's all under construction. By June, when we start our new academic year, this will be completely done and will be ready to operate. This is our 2 cricket practicing pitches for both the schools. This is where the children will be practicing cricket. So we have all the sports facilities with us in a varies of different activity, and which will take care of the extracurricular activities of the children. And this is the part of our curriculum, plus it is also a part of our timetable. Like the first class can be English, second class can be swimming pool, third next day the first class can be cricket, and then the languages like that. So all extracurricular activity are the part of our curriculum. Now I will take you to the most interesting part of the school. It is actually heart of the school. This is library, and this library has a lot of features. We have a library, large reading space for the kids. If you can really see there, the cushioned seats are kept over there. And if you really see, this entire area will be done with a lot of landscaping. This area will be more green. If you really look the outside, there will be seats arranged. There will be a lot of trees will come up, and there will be sitting arrangements done. The children can actually take the library out in the outdoor, this courtyard area, because all our shelves are wheeled. So what we say that extended library. From the library inside, they can come in outside and they can read this. I will show you how it look like when it comes to June 1st when you come. This entire place will look like this.
Welcome to grade 1. This is my grade 1 class, and I'm Miss Anne, the grade 1 HRT of Cochin International School. As you can see, this is our grade 1 classroom. We have grouped it for students to learn better. We do the grouping system so that children can discuss, have research, share their ideas, and explore learning. Now, for the learning, if you look at the boards, you can see we have different themes. We have different themes over here, like how we express ourselves, where we are in place and time, sharing the planet, how the world works, how we organize ourselves, and who we are. These are the 6 transdisciplinary themes that are taught in or explored in PYP. Through these themes, children learn about international mindedness as well as about the different facets of learning, the different areas of learning.
welcome to a grade 2 classroom. So this is a learning space specially curated for our second grade learners. You can see a lot of students' work displayed here. This is our UOI wall, which is called the Unit of Inquiry wall, and then we have a literacy wall and a numeracy wall. You can also see some models they've done. These are the models of different landforms. So this is a very interesting dinosaur island. This is another landform volcano. Here we have some desert, islands, and that's a water cycle model. Yes. So that was our theme, where we are in place and time. So we were discussing about different landforms. Tuning in, we went for a field trip to see the islands, and as
we are entering the IB PYP library. This is an open library concept where the children will be issuing their books and sitting outside in this lounge. Library is the most important and crucial aspect of the IB PYP program, where children develop research skills, they develop thinking skills, collaborative skills. If you notice, the environment placed over here, focal point of the program, where the program of inquiry, the resources that they need, all are kept under one roof. The teachers bring them to this library and they choose the appropriate content from the resources available. Along with the books, we have also given children iPads, as the entire school has Apple technology in every classroom. So there is a good mix of books and technology that the children will have to research, to access information. They also are exposed to the best authors around the world and in India to harness their reading skills, to harness their creativity. PYP believes in transdisciplinarity, where the arts, the dance, the music, the sports, they all play a very important role in child's development. We have made sure that we have invested enough of resources for the arts, for the dance, for the music, as they develop creativity, aesthetics in children. IB believes that the child should develop all these skills along with knowledge. The children explore different aspects of the curriculum through the PYP program, while coming to the art room, when they go to the dance, the music room, as the concepts that we address are transdisciplinary. The children understand the application or the use of these concepts in different faculties all around the school. So if you notice, the art room is designed in such a way that caters from kindergarten to the eldest children. Our teachers are trained to expose them to different forms of art, and they learn to express their ideas about the world through this wonderful place called art room. The IB program believes in multi-language approach. In our school, we offer 3 options, one being Malayalam, second Hindi and French. Children have an option to choose any language from grade 1.
they learn different aspects of the curriculum through the language. We also have a common Malayalam lesson which all the students, including expats, have to learn as per the Kerala government expectations. The second language offered over here is scheduled in the timetable, which is integrated into the program, which meets the state and the national expectations. We are entering the Hindi room, where like Malayalam, they learn from letters to matras as per the national and state requirements. Every classroom is equipped with Apple technology, and the children are given a lot of opportunities to make models, express their knowledge in different forms, in form of charts, letters, poems. Assessment is done in a very unique format in our second language, where various aspects of the children's ability is looked into.
Bonjour, bienvenue dans la cour française. Ici, c'est dans la petite tour dans la classe de française et ici nous allons quelques petites informations en français. Dans le cours français, nous essayons que nous parlons quelque chose très basique pour les étudiants, pour comprendre toutes les choses en français. Ici, nous avons une petite information sur le profil programme IB, comment les étudiants réfléchissaient dans le programme IB, comment les étudiants peuvent expliquer ce qu'ils apprennent et les étudiants apprennent comment ils devenus communicatifs. Et nous essayons qu'on ne peut pas faire la translation. Oui, c'est le cours français. I'll just do a bit of translations for what I just explained in French. So here in the French classroom, what we try to do is, we don't try to do translations for the kids. We have some IB profiles here, we have some key concepts, and we have this concept displayed in all the classrooms, and the same things the kids try to learn, how to become more reflective, how they can be more better communicators, so better thinking, how their perspectives change, how they observe things in an IB profile, in an IB education. So that's what we are trying to do here, and we are trying to inculcate that through a language program.
We are in the Send room. Trins and Cochins believes in inclusive education, which means we take special needs also. There are teachers, there are places dedicated, resources dedicated to support children with special needs. This department also is a critical part of the program as they support us in designing differentiated programs, curriculums. The SEN department helps children to integrate into the mainstream program on a very gradual basis based on the needs of the children. So from sensory needs to social emotional needs, there are different strategies used in the SEN department to support the children. This is a very unique feature and a very well-known aspect of the Cochin International and Trivandrum International group of schools. We are entering the most colorful area of the school, the Early Learning Center. We offer education from a very young age in our school. The pre-K 1 and the pre-K 2 start their education through a play-based teaching methodology. If you notice, every corner of the room is designed for them to explore, to play, to create, to be themselves and enjoy growing up. We made sure the teachers are trained in the play-based methodology where ample time and resources are given to the children to develop the aesthetics, communication, social skills and thinking skills. So things like role play, book reading, sand play are daily aspects of their teaching and learning. Along with that, we expose them to technology where they view the best resources available in terms of stories, poems, songs. So at this age, the children's physical and mental development is emphasized, is focused on. All these resources that you see help the children to express their thoughts creatively, to play, to build relationships, and to be themselves as children. We are now entering the kindergarten zone. The primary year program starts from the kindergarten 1. Children from 3.5 start the primary year program. Here too, we follow the play-based methodology, giving enough of importance to play, resources, expression, social skills, and thinking skills. The children learn through peer teaching. The children TV. From this age group, they learn phonics, they learn how to blend letters, they learn how to express themselves, understand multiple instructions. We use a lot of technology in supporting the children to develop their mathematical skills, their communication skills, their thinking and research skills. Field trips are a regular feature of the kindergarten 1 and 2. We believe that children should see and explore the world. We are now entering the kindergarten 1 classroom. As you see, ample space is provided for the children to play, to explore. The room is filled with resources to help them understand numeracy, literacy. There is a class library which supports them in the phonic program. The collaborative method of teaching and learning helps children to express, to explore better. Through this journey, the children develop their thinking skills, their reasoning skills, their communication and self-management skills. They also become very inquisitive children. They understand the world, how it works. They become risk takers, balanced students. IB believes that along with knowledge, children should grow up with the essential skills that will help them learn, that will help them adapt, that will help them to cope with the changing needs of the world. We are very proud to announce that we are the first school to adopt Apple technology into classrooms. You're entering an Apple lab where students will be exposed to this technology given the changes in time. From designing to coding to programming, children will be given ample opportunities to explore different aspects of technology. This is also called a resource room, as we don't prescribe to text. Children come here, they research, they work collaboratively, and they make different products to express their understanding of different concepts. It could be a model, it could be a presentation, it could be a movie. We will have iPads in the classrooms also for children to access to support their math, their English, their sciences. So along with books, children have ample technological support to get the latest resources to support their development.